Hello children, welcome to the new chapter of Python, data types and debugging. Now we will be segregating the section in such a manner that you will understand how to take the values from the user directly. That is, till now you were learning only assigning. So you will be learning as soon as I talk about my data type conversions, you will learn how to take the values from the user, meaning how to make the user input the values through the keyboard instead of giving A equal to 4, B equal to 9 or name 1 equal to Sam, etc, etc. So let's see what is data type conversion. As the name indicates, you should know there are different types of data types in Python. What are they? Integer is there, correct? Float is there, then string is there, then boolean is there. You keep your boolean on one side. The other three, if you want, you can convert from one data type to another data type. Let's take a small example. I don't want to go this way. I'll just run the program directly. Run module. Nothing is coming, so I will just print a hello and then run, because I have already closed the other one. Yeah, so 11, yeah, T12, yeah, the hello came. Now I will do it here rather than doing in the file. I am going to do it here in the interactive mode itself. Okay, so I will type here for time being x equal to 10. So what is x? It's a variable. What value is assigned to x? A numerical value, an integer value. Now if I write there y equals another variable, okay, str of 10, you are converting this 10 to a string type. So after this, if I write I should have given a bracket properly. It's an int. And same thing if I type with it's a string. So if I type y into 3, what do you expect? Since 10 is already converted to a string using the keyword called as str, I don't know whether you noticed it, it's happening here. You are getting introduced to what you call as a data type conversion. You are converting your integer value x to another value y, which is a string type. Okay, so here at the end, if I put y into 3, it will be showing the answer as a string. Like 10 into 3 means 10 should be displayed 3 times. Whereas if I write the same thing with x, you understood the difference? Okay, I'll show you one more. I can even put it as y, so I don't have to change the variable there. And then if I print y plus 10, it will show an error. Why? Because already this str is converting that to a string type. Which I have told in the previous videos, that using a string I can only multiply. That is, I can produce more display, but I cannot add a string, isn't it? Just like this is going to show you an error. Now this becomes a string. This is what is happening internally. See, the same thing has happened there with y. So I cannot do that, but I definitely can do what I just did with your with y, that is y into 3. So again, if I print type, okay, and y again, what will be the answer? String. So what did you just learn? You learned how to explicitly convert your data type, which is an integer, to a string type. Explicit conversion means forcefully converting one data type to another. Or I, as a programmer, I have intervened and I have converted my x to, which is an integer value, to y, which is a string value, using the keyword str. Now let's get back to that blank, because it will be difficult for you to see over there. So let's do it here. Now imagine I have here, let's go with this 100. Now what is 100? That's a string. Now if I write it is going to be of what type now? Yes, your integer. And then if I write mark 1 plus 5, let me just clear the other screen, because if I run this, you should know where the answer is coming, because just a minute. Or did I say no? Oh my god, I made a mistake by putting a no over there. So I should have taken that properly. I'll take it from here now. Such mistakes are common over there. Okay, we'll take it from recent files. Recent file is what we just typed. So T12 is gone. So I have to actually type it once again, because I just removed it, isn't it? So it's one way it's good for you. You will learn it once again. So what was it? Name1 equal to 100, and then I changed that to mark equal to int bracket, and then I did name1, and then I printed mark plus 5 or plus 10. Now hello can be removed actually. Now you have to just understand one thing, is that your 100, which was actually a string, I'll just show you here. Yes, here it is. 100, which was a string type, actually can be converted to an integer type by converting with the help of int. So str int, which is of the type data types indication level in Python, is used here to make a conversion from one data type to another data type. So if it is the other way around, of course plus 10 would not have worked. It is in the string, plus 10 will never work, but with an integer it will work. Now now it is an integer, okay, which one you mark. Now let's see. I'm just commenting my hello, okay, so then next time it won't be printed. Okay, mark T1 equal to, I am putting here this time float, and then I am writing mark, okay, and then I am writing here mark T1 plus 10. The difference is visible in your output. What is that? When I converted my integer to a floating point, automatically along with your 110 a point came, which is of course now it's not relevant, that's 0, but still it is now identified as a decimal, because the conversion shows you what you call as a decimal value. So this is your data type conversion. Now that is that can happen, or that can take place automatically also. Now we are forcefully converting. We call it as typecasting. When we forcefully convert one data type to another data type, we call it as explicit data conversion or typecasting. I can also do that this way, that is, simply I can write name1 equal to 100. I'll just see. So the old one, which was in string, is now converted into an integer automatically. It is each time the variable's value is given in a different style. So this is your normal conversion. We call it as implicit conversion or automatic conversion. So data type from one to another can be done with the help of explicit or your corresponding your implicit. Implicit is quite easy, that happens without our knowledge. Explicit happens by within our knowledge. And why we are learning this? Because we require it for something else. Whereas in your Boolean conversion, that relevance is not there. That means we don't require a conversion like that, because we cannot convert a Boolean value to an integer type or whatever way it is. We will deal with that exceptional case or that case later. Okay. So this is regarding your data type conversion. What are the two types of conversion? Implicit conversion and explicit conversion. What is implicit conversion? A conversion from one data type to another which happens or which takes place automatically. What is explicit conversion? A conversion which takes place by the intervention of the programmer, or I can say a conversion which is forcefully converting, which a conversion where a forceful conversion of one data type to another is found with the help of the keywords such as int, float, str, etc. str, int, float, respectively for string, float for decimal, and int for integer. Yes, so that completes the part of our data type conversion. Now, I already told in the beginning, that is, we actually use this for what purpose? For taking the input value from the user. So now you are slightly moving on to a real program. Hello, welcome to input function. You will see a new function now other than integer. Okay. Now print is there. Now see, okay. Name equal to, I am writing input, enter your name. Yeah, hi is enough. Hi plus name. Yeah, enough. What is happening over here is that you are doing a user's entry. See, hello, welcome to input is that print command which I gave. Name equal to input, enter your name is prompting you to enter the name. See the way it is given there, just like the way I have given here enter the name, it's giving the enter your name with no space I have given in the double quote. So it's just that prompt is coming over there itself. There if I give any name, it is coming along with our next print command. So what are you learning? You are learning input function. What is input function? It is a special type of function which let the user or let the programmer to enter the value through the keyboard. Now only we are actually learning that inputting. You remember the input process of the Python is coming into this section. Okay, but input can only accept string values. Let's see. Okay, I am here I am writing enter your name, and then imagine I am having one more age, and then you are writing input enter your age. Let us give a small spacing so you will understand how is it coming also. And if I write a print like this, you will see how is it coming. A space is given, and then here I am writing, this is to show you one error. Okay, it should be just writing that age plus 5, but what did I set? I said it will accept only a string value. So let's see. Okay, we are running it. Hello, that came. I hope you can see that properly, because now it's gone there. Yeah, enter your name. I'm supposed to enter any other name. Enter your age. You just see the space over there. Okay, that space is coming. Okay, 34 is there. What is the error? See the error? So the error is saying that very clearly that you can only concatenate str. That means you are trying to, I will tell you properly. You entered 34 in age. What is that age inputting? Input function can only take a string. So 34, even though you enter as an integer value, it is taking what you call as a string value. And plus 5 cannot do or cannot be operated there. It can say that can only concatenate string to string. That is, age is considered as a string there, not int. So it's saying we can only possibly concatenate, and 5 being an integer and age being a string, no concatenation or no operation will take place there. So this you got introduced to a kind of error called as type error, which is also a runtime error, which happened in the runtime. No syntax error came, or no syntactically, grammar wise nothing was wrong in our program, but you did something which causes an abrupt ending for your program. Now how will you correct that? There only our data type conversion is coming. That is why I introduced that. Okay. Imagine you are giving like this way. Okay. Same thing we will see. Okay, now James ages. Okay, understood? What did we do? We just learned how to convert our string to integer in the data type conversion. I did that here. I took the entire value which I am getting from input. So when input enter your age has been taken, we are entering definitely a number only. That number is converted into an integer type. Okay, and that is stored into age. So then that time when you are running, 23 becomes an integer value, and that when added with 5 you are getting an answer. So this is how you input. Now imagine you have your next one. I don't have to show the error again. If you write simply float equal to input, it's going to accept only string values. So since I am not float, I'm sorry. Marks equal to, what am I supposed to write? Convert that to float. Okay, input, remember that's another bracket, enter your marks, space can be given. Okay, this is because of the indentation issue, because I have to close two brackets. If I am not closing two brackets, you saw when I am not closing it, where is the cursor came, which is showing there is an error. So I soon went and closed the bracket. So see, int, open the bracket, close the two bracket. Important, okay? And then you say marks after what we call grace, after grade or something like that. Okay, I'm just adding only. So marks plus 10. Extra marks is given to you. Enter your name, give any name you want. Age is 23 and mark is 56. Understood? So you learned in this first video of this chapter how to convert one data type to another data type, and as well as how to input from the user string values. By default, input is going to only take or only give you string values. We can convert that typically using our explicit conversion with the help of int and float. So with that, I'm concluding this video. Thank you. I'll just minimize this.